death of Antonio Inoki. That was a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I believe, as we record this now. You did wrestle for New Japan a couple of times. I don't know how much time you spent with Inoki, but I suppose what Inoki meant to you and MMA in general.
Yeah, I think Inoki was a face for a lot of us young wrestlers coming up, especially from the United States. That was just this image of toughness and uncertainty too, because you weren't ever near him enough. But yeah, he was one of those icons that a lot of young wrestlers looked up to, especially if you ever had a chance to go to Japan and actually work in their industry, because it was different than ours. So yeah, he was someone I looked up to, someone I respected tremendously. I had I guess I would say that to be lucky, I was able to actually work in New Japan this last weekend when they were in New York. I got to face off with Minoru Suzuki in the inside the squared circle. So that you want to ask about, matches or opportunities that it didn't come up that probably should have come up somewhere down the road. That's another one in pro wrestling that with our style, what we call hybrid pro wrestling, where it's pretty much, beat the crap out of one another and we'll see who stands at the end of it. That's also another one that I love to happen and got to go face to face with him this last weekend. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, definitely. Just going back to Inoki briefly, did you ever find out what he thought about Pancras?
I did. Usually when you were around him, you were more focused on what was in front of you and what you were doing. He was always a guy that was straight to business. And he worked hard and he made sure that everybody else did also. So every time I was around him, we were working out, we were moving, we were going. So, and that's what I really appreciated, because it wasn't a whole lot of talk. It was more action.
Did I pronounce that rightly? Because I always called it pancreas and then I heard someone call it pancras. How do you pronounce it?
However you want, as long as you get it out. Pancreas.
Pancreas for you. Okay, I'll say pancreas and that's good enough for me. Yeah.